Now we're going.
Yeah!
Yeah, we're doing it now.
We're in your home, we're in your head. Lock the doors and close the blinds. Turn on your TV, turn off your mind.
Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah, that too.
That too. We are Soul of a Gamer.
Soul of a Gamer.
And we are here to talk to you about rape and murder and horrible things.
And cake.
And cake.
Yeah.
Especially cake.
Especially cake.
There is cake, but it is a lie.
Don't tell people that.
So, last week we played The Force Unleashed. And we hope you
Yes.
liked that episode and my ranting about how bad that game was.
And me trying to salvage what is there that's okay.
So, this week we're playing Portal, but every week we play a game.
Yes.
And we tell you about that game. It's all about experiences, what we liked about it, what we didn't like about it, our review of the game. We give you a little bit in-depth story, kind of going through gameplay mechanics, all that stuff. So let's get right into it.
Yeah, and we're hoping you like our new kind of structure. If you could give us any feedback or whether you do like this structure or any other kind of segments you want us to add, or any other gameplays or games you want us to add.
Oh, for sure. Just give us a comment, a like, a subscribe, whatever.
Yeah.
So now that that's out of the way, let's get right into the game.
Yes, so let's go into gameplay and mechanics.
Well, so normally we'd start this out with Back to the Box.
Yeah,
but again,
that's
this is
true.
another game with a shit Back to the Box. It's just like, play Portal, the sweet new game.
Play this game that's got all these awards and blah blah blah, and how creative and puzzling it is. And
Right?
Yeah,
it's just a stupid fucking. They just do so matter of fact with some of these Back of the Boxes that they're just not worth bringing up. Like they're just not worth
that's true.
saying.
Yeah.
So I think every time it's just matter of fact, we won't do it.
Yeah, we'll kind of just make fun of it like we are right now, and then we'll
Yeah.
just move on and go, how does it play?
How does it play? Okay,
So gameplay and mechanics for this game.
this game is fucking amazing.
Oh my
There's
God.
nothing wrong with the
The
gameplay mechanics.
innovations
Oh.
of this game. No game was ever like this, or ever has been like
Yeah.
this since this game came out.
You know, and
this
this-
game came out in 2007, by the way.
Yeah, 2000, and it feels like it came out way earlier. Like
Yeah,
it really does.
seriously.
It's just because the Half-Life, I think, Half-Life
Yeah.
came out way earlier. But this game is just so much fun. The mechanics are great. The portals are awesome.
Oh,
like,
yes.
and and this is my first time ever playing this game. I've never played this game before.
What?
Yeah, never. This is
What?
the first time. So going through like for 2007, especially since Force Unleashed
Yeah.
came out the same fucking year.
A
like,
year later.
yeah. Oh, even a
Yeah,
year later.
a
So,
year later.
like literally, this game just blows it out of the water with
by
its mechanics.
far.
The movement's amazing. The jumping's good. Like
Yeah.
everything is just so perfect in this game. They did such a good job. Like I have nothing bad to say about
Especially
the
for how
mechanics.
simple, like it's both simple and elegant at the exact same
Yeah.
time. Like everything about this game
Very
is like
smooth.
so smart, so witty. Like I just love this game so much.
So the gameplay in this mechanics is basically you have a portal gun and you're using that to solve puzzles. You can't use the portal gun on everything,
No.
only certain walls. Which in the second game, I know the second game. I've watched it, played it, I haven't played it myself.
God, the second one's so much
I
harder.
know why now that why the walls are the only things that can be used. But you can only use these special walls to send portals, and your goal is to like solve puzzles in each level, and then your end goal is to get out of the
Yeah.
area you're in.
And a lot of the puzzles in this game are physics based. They're momentum based.
Yeah.
They're really just like. You kind of have to think outside of the box in some of these,
Yeah.
like, oh, I have to jump through this, to jump through that, to jump through this, and then it can launch me that way.
Yeah, while I press this button, I have 30 seconds to get this done. Let's do it.
It's a lot of timing. It's a lot
Yeah.
of just thinking. It's a lot of trying, and you don't have a lot of like health or anything. So when you're fighting things like the turrets and stuff in this game, you have to really be careful of how you interact with them and how you go around them, and you have to be really creative. And you can be as creative as you want in any aspect of this, which is the coolest part of it.
Yeah, and that is really cool about this is you go through and so there is only one way to solve a puzzle.
Yes.
Really, there is only one
Yes.
way, but it doesn't feel that way.
No.
Like it honestly feels like there's 1,000 ways to solve it, and you pick the best one. Going through the turrets, I hated the turrets, but there's one
Yes.
level in there where you fucking kill like 8 turrets by going through all the walls.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of these things, like even on the things that you get annoyed by, you end up just it's got so much charm to the things that are annoying that you just like, God, I fucking love this.
Yeah.
Like,
and I mean, it's not a hard puzzle to solve ever. It's not like an impossible puzzle. It can feel overwhelming at
I
times.
will say the second one is a billion times harder.
Is it?
It is so much harder.
Yeah.
It's hard to figure out. Like, I've had to, like, I haven't even completed the second one. I'm at like the second to last level on the second one.
Nice.
But seriously, like the momentum and stuff challenges you have to do in the second one are so much harder, so much more time consuming.
Because this game took us 2 hours to beat.
Yes.
This is literally nothing.
No, the second one I've probably put in 6 hours and I still haven't beaten it.
Well, that's good. At least they got it more.
Yeah,
you know?
and it's seriously like you have to be way more inventive, and you have to. It's a lot harder to solve the puzzles.
Yeah.
Like I have to look up like almost every other puzzle in the second one.
In this one, like literally, I needed no help. They're so straightforward.
Easy.
They're so simple, which it could be a bad thing. But in this one, it didn't feel simple or straightforward. You had to like sit there for maybe a couple minutes to figure out exactly what to do. But you got it. Like normally, you'd get it really fast.
Yeah.
You start out, you get like one half of the portal gun,
yes,
and then you complete puzzles to get the other half.
Yes,
which I thought, because I've only seen the second gameplay, I thought like, oh shit, so you only get to use one half of the portal? That's lame.
And the other half's just a fixed thing, or it's
that's what I thought at first, but then you get the other half, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I do, like, replaying it, I think this is the fourth time I've played through this game, actually. Replaying it again, I was so annoyed until I got the second part of the portal gun, just because, like, I just want both halves. Just give it to me.
Some of the things you have to do in this game is there's these balls that fly around, that explode if it hits a wall too many times. You have to get that into, like, a keyhole, basically.
Yes.
And that'll open up a door or make a platform raise or something like that. You have to activate these lifts that go around, again, by the ball thing. You'll have to press buttons at certain points.
Or you have to put, like, you can pick up these companion cubes and you can put them down on buttons and stuff if you need to stand on a separate button.
And it's a lot of cubes are funny too, because it's like your best friend or something.
Yeah. There are other failed experiments that haven't made it.
Yeah. You go through this and we'll get that into the story and stuff, but a lot of the mechanics are just like press this button, put a cube on this button, get this ball in this hole.
Yeah, as far as like gameplay mechanics go, this is one of the simplest gameplay mechanics of all time, and it's still like
very
one of the best. It's so clean.
Yeah. And then the characters in this, which we'll get into the dialogue, but the characters are just so good.
Oh yeah,
they're so good. But that's pretty much it for mechanics.
Yeah, there's
like,
not
the mechanics
much
are very simple. So
let's go into Are We Jammin?
Are We Jammin? So the music, the music in this game is not like amazing.
It's not too precedent.
No.
Like, the best song is the song at the end
of the
which
game. Yeah.
We'll talk probably more once we get to that.
Well, I mean, we could just mention.
I guess we could.
Yeah, we're in the right section for it.
Yeah.
So it's a funny song called
I'm Still Alive. Yeah.
And it's sung by the main character who we can talk about because that's So Gladys is the person who wakes you up. So as it turns out. Well, I guess we'll get into that with story. Gladys is like this computer person, but her dialogue in this game, especially in the second game, it's fucking hilarious. But in the first one, it's really funny too. She's got this like really funny voice. She comes in and she says really like, well, you do this and you might die, but please don't die.
We are not watching you in this segment. Just kidding. We were watching you the entire time.
we are not watching you. And then at the end, well, we were watching you the entire time. We told you a lie.
Yep.
It's just.
I promise I will not lie to you
or
ever
the famous
again
line
throughout this entire segment.
Yeah. The best is the cake thing. If you make it to the end, there will be cake.
Yep.
And that's like one of the cake is a lie is one of the most iconic things said now for
which
video
we'll
games.
talk about that once we get into the story a little bit more too.
But this dialogue in this game is you don't say a fucking word.
Nope.
You are a silent protagonist.
Which is funny. There's 3 people credited as voice actors for this game, and only 3. It's Gladys, and she also voiced the turrets.
Yep.
And
the turrets are funny too.
There is technically a voice actor for the main character, which I don't know if she ever says anything or if it's just her like grunting when she falls.
It might be good.
Stuff.
I'm guessing it's the grunts.
And then,
I don't think she says anything.
I forgot what the other voice was. I think it was just like another person doing like random noises or something. So like there's like nothing as far as voice acting in this besides Gladys. Gladys is the one and only voice. It's kind of like playing like the Stanley Parable and it's just having the narrator.
But Gladys is really good. She carries the whole game. Like it's crazy. Her dialogue is so fucking good. And the last song, guys, Just you got to spend the whole time listening because the last song is so fucking good.
It's so good.
It's so much fun. Like
You know how good it is?
how good?
It was actually put in Rock Band.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
It was a DLC song that you could
I want
add.
to do it for karaoke. It's so fucking much fun. It's such a fun song. And we'll get into it when we get into the story a little bit more, why she's singing it. But like, if you get through this whole game and then you just fucking skip the credits, you're an asshole. Listen to the fucking credit song because it's just so beautiful.
I might add the song to this video just so people can hear it if you haven't heard it.
And then it's just like the Doki Doki song at the end with her singing. Like it's such a good song. You're like, okay, I get it.
And it recaps like so much of everything that happened.
Yeah.
And it's just, it really is so fantastic.
So yeah, the dialogue in this game is just really good. You get some iconic lines. You get some funny things said. Which this might be a shorter episode just because this game's 2 hours long.
It's going to be a shorter episode.
So
for sure.
we're done with dialogue, I think, unless you have anything.
I think the only other thing that I think is funny with the dialogue is the turrets have really funny dialogue.
Oh, they do.
Like when you pick them up, it's like, hey, put me down.
Put me down.
Or when you throw one, it's like, ow. Why would you do that?
Why would you you're behind a wall and he's like, I see you. And then you like move a little bit and it's like, I have completely lost him.
Yep.
It's like the funniest fucking dialogue. The turrets are so funny. They're not even a main thing in the game. They're just
they're only for a couple of missions, but it's so perfect. I don't know why, but this is so good. Like that's it for the dialogue pretty much. So we're going to move in a really short episode for this one. Let's go into Worth for now.
This is Worth. 100% worth. Play it. It's fucking hilarious. The mechanics are good. The game is good. The company that makes it is just one of the best.
Valve.
Yeah, it's one of the best companies. I mean, they made the Left 4 Dead games, the Half-Life games. They just do so much.
Yep.
They're so much fun. They're such a fun fucking company.
And they really do. They just make solid games.
I mean, think of Counter-Strike, right?
Seriously.
So that was originally a fucking Half-Life 2
it was a game type that somebody created, right? Like
it's
a multiplayer
It's a mod.
Yeah.
For Half-Life.
Yeah.
And that's become one of the biggest fucking games of all time.
And now we got Counter-Strike Go, which is Global Offensive, which is one of the biggest EA shooters.
Yeah.
It's even bigger than Halo and Call of Duty, honestly.
Valve is an insane company who has just spawned so many fucking games. And they're just so good.
They really are.
Like Dota 2, I don't know if we talked about this before. I know they didn't do it, but that's a port of like Warcraft 3.
Yes.
So it's just cool that all these like big games like come out of just fucking
which is crazy because like these mods became these big games and like last year alone the prize money for Dota World Championship was $31 million.
That's
like
insane
what the
fuck? Fucking video game for one team to get.
Yeah.
Probably half of that goes to like the management and shit, but
maybe. Yeah, I don't know exactly how that works out, but
it's really cool that these cool games like any Valve game. If you've never played a Valve game, fuck you. Go play one.
Seriously.
Go play Left 4 Dead.
Portal.
Go play Portal. Play Half-Life. Any Valve game.
It was funny because like me and Scott were talking about this, and he was like, "Have you played Portal yet?" And I was like, "Oh, I'll play it tonight." And then I texted him an hour and 51 minutes later. I was like, "I beat it 1 hour and 51 minutes." Oh, whoa!
Yeah. So there was one puzzle that like stooped me for a long time. It's that one where you have to open up the wall and then you have to.
Oh yeah.
So that one was the only one that stooped me, and I was 1 second away from looking it up, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look around, and then I didn't see the platform at the bottom, and I'm like, God damn it! You have to fucking jump down because I was wondering how do you get the fucking momentum going?
Yeah, that one is by far the hardest puzzle in that entire game, and I will hands down agree.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna say that this game is 100% worth. Like no matter like. I think even when it first came out, it was only like $20.
Yeah.
And I think most of the time you're going to get it for $20 or $20 for it.
Yeah.
Like most time, like normal price is $10. And if you get on sale, it's $5 or like $3.
It's completely full $60 this game is worth it, even if it's only 2 hours. It's just so much fun. And there's a bunch of extra stuff in it that you can look at.
Yeah,
I mean,
you did the extra puzzles and stuff, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you were...
No,
okay.
I did. I never did the extra puzzles, but I really wanted to. But I decided not to.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of extra stuff you can do, which is really cool about this game. So it's not just restricted to that 2 hours of story. You get a bunch of stuff. So if I would definitely say play this fucking game.
And I will say if you enjoyed this, play the second one. I will say though, I don't have as much fun with the second one as I did the first one.
It is way funnier.
I think it is way funnier. Like the dialogue is so much better because you're actually holding Gladys the entire time.
Yeah.
But no, it's I think it would be better probably co-op than it was because it was kind of meant for
Oh,
that.
I don't
but-
know. The co-op was really hard when I played it.
Oh, okay.
It was years ago, but I played it and I tried it. And it was really hard. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
So this is Soul of a Gamer signing out.
Love you. Bye.